Can you hear me? Yes. Good evening, everyone. How are you doing? Doing good? Can you guess the answer of this question? Huh? What is it? What is it? Our mind serves us really well, yes? But never give us a moment's rest. Yes? Anyone disagree? You can. We don't have to disagree. Is that right? Sometimes we wake up in the middle of the night because we had this nightmare that we wouldn't be able to get up on time to go to work or to go to school. So no, not even when we rest. It's not a guarantee that we're gonna be actually resting. All right, so you all know what we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about our mind. And to me, this topic, it's a very important topic. And the reason why it became a very important topic, it's because I used to live a very stressful life, and I became very anxious with panic attack, anxiety attack. And after going like twice to the ER, and the doctors letting me know that I had absolutely nothing, and I thought they were crazy because I was dying. I was having a heart attack. They didn't know what they were saying. I had my wake-up call. And then this doctor, actually she was a Russian doctor there in California. And then she gave me the antidepressants. And then she said, you know, this is not gonna heal you. There's no cure with these pills here. This is all in your mind. I'm giving this to you. That's what I have to do. But I'm telling you, you could be meditating in a beautiful, peaceful lake with the lavender, incenses, and oils around you, and angels playing for you, and you're still gonna have that if you don't take care of this. So I went home, and I was looking at the pills, and I said, and now what? What do I do? Because you know that it's true. What do? You are suffering. I was suffering from the moment I woke up. My heart was racing until the moment I fell asleep. Heart racing. It was horrible. And so much stress I was giving to myself and to my body. And then I said, I will try without the medicine. And for a year, I still suffered a lot, but then I was trying everything that I could, exercise, meditation, learning about the mind, and all sort of those things. And little by little, I healed myself. It was very difficult, but it was possible to me. And that's the reason why I love topics about the mind, and meditation, as you know. Okay, so do you know why the meditators and Zen masters, those people, they talk about that we have a monkey mind? Do you know the story of a monkey mind? No? So for those that don't know, it goes like this. So there was a man, and he got as a gift a magical monkey, and that's my AI magical monkey. I created that for us. So he got a magical monkey. Anything that this man wanted, this monkey would do in no time, so fast, So the man said, build me a palace. And the monkey went and in no time built the palace. And we come back and said, and now, what do you want me to do? What's next? And the man said, oh, build me this, a chair. And then the monkey was there, and after he finished, then come back again, and now, what's next? What do you want me to do? And then the man couldn't rest because that monkey was asking for what's next, what can I do next? And it was doing so fast. He didn't have time to do anything, not even sleep. When he was at his bed, the monkey would come and say, okay, I finished. What do I do now? What's next? And then it was all his life like that. He couldn't rest. He couldn't have one moment of peace, quiet and peace. And then he went to the master, and said, please, fix this. I want to get rid of this monkey. What shall I do? And then the master said, give this hair, this curly hair, to him and tell the monkey to make it straight. And then, oh, okay, I'll do that. So the man did it, gave the hair to the monkey. And every time the monkey was straightening the hair, back then they didn't have hair straightener, right? They didn't have. So the monkey was trying to make the hair straight, and then the hair again was curly again. So he was well entertained, and then the man rested and actually died because he was so rested, and he finally died. So that's the story. That's back in Buddha's time. That's the story of the monkey mind. So just like the monkey served the man really well, it did so many things so fast, but got addicted to, it didn't give any rest or peace to him. And he didn't know what to do with that in the beginning, he thought it was fascinating. And our mind is not different than this story in terms that our mind can be really a pain for us. It creates so much noise. It can create so much noise that it can even create diseases, illnesses, right? So why do I have unwanted thoughts? I want your opinion. Why do you think you have unwanted thoughts? It's your opinion. There is no right or wrong. There is no a concept from the book.
Maybe because you're too worried about what people think instead of being in that moment.
Because you are too worried about what people think? Okay. Raphael?
Old habits.
Because of your old habits?
Things that are out of your control.
Because your thoughts are out of control?
Worrying about things that are out of
Oh, worrying about things that are out of control. That's very good.
Psychological traumas.
Psychological traumas, okay. Any other reason?
overthinking.
Overthinking. Yeah. Yes, correct. Correct. Those and much more. Very good answers. So the unwanted thoughts are called by psychology, intrusive thoughts, but we're going to call them unwanted thoughts. So almost everybody, we don't like to say everybody 100%, but we're going to say almost everybody, to be nice, right, have unwanted thoughts. This is something that happens to nearly every one of us. And they can aggravate, it can become really painful for us, or not, it depends how we treat them. right? Like in my story, it became really painful. My thoughts were giving me anxiety, right? Panic. And then I had to change my mental habits in order to control them. So, why do we have unwanted thoughts? Okay. So, do you see likes and dislikes here, right? Okay. So, it is very easy to know what we think because of our actions and our words. We might think, no, nobody knows what I think. Yes, we do. Other people do. People that are around us, they will not tell us, but they know. Because of our actions and our words. And it's very easy. If we observe someone, we just need to observe someone. And the way that they don't talk sometimes, this also tells a lot about them and what they think. So, for everybody, in our thoughts, we have things that we like and things that we don't like, that we dislike. And you might say, but this is obvious, it's, right? Human nature? Yes and no. Now I ask you, when you dislike something, do you feel like a neutral? Do you feel peace and quiet? When you don't like the way someone actions, reactions, or saying words, how do you feel? Do you feel like neutral, at ease? No, right? It's an uncomfortable feeling, right? We complain. We dislike. It's something that makes us, it puts us in suffering. Yes? Same thing that likes. When we like something, and we go and get that thing that we like, but if we don't get the thing that we like, are we neutral, calm, peaceful? No. We are suffering. So we are suffering when we dislike something, situation, action, words, whatever, and we are suffering when we like as well, because we don't have. And both likes and dislikes, they're the base of our thoughts, everybody's thoughts. It's influenced by delusion and uncertainties. Influenced. So, what I like or dislike may not be the real thing, may not be the reality. And then we feed that. We feed that thought that it's not real, but it's uncomfortable, of what we like and what we dislike. And we are always constantly going like that. Uncomfortable or feeling bad because we like, uncomfortable, feeling bad because we dislike. Like, dislike, like, dislike, like, dislike, like, dislike. We get addicted to like, and we get addicted to dislike. And they're both cause of our suffering. And just like now, our internet, our, algorithms are imitating our lives, we get addicted to the things that we like, just like our brain gets addicted to and dislikes as well. So it is expanding. This reality that used to happen just like here, now it's expanding, going to other areas of our lives. Now as part of our internet, technology. In the Spirits book, the Spirits, they they actually mentioned that one day, as we grow, right, things will be more like what happens in the spiritual realm. You know, when you don't have this body, when you just have your astral body, perispirit, your astral body, and your spirit, the astral body is the one that gives shapes that looks like this one. And for instance, Marilyn invites me for coffee, and I don't like her. You know, I cannot just say to her, sure, absolutely. She will see, she will see my energy, she will see my aura, she will see my thoughts, she will see everything. And we are going on that direction, because now it's getting harder and harder to hide things from people, right? There are so many cameras out there, microphones and stuff. So it's getting harder. Many years ago, it used to be really hard to find so many people doing, you know, bad things, but now it's getting easier and easier because of that. So the spirits, they prepared us. There in the Spirits book, we have a lot of, and not only in the Spirits book, but it is expanding to other areas. So what actually is happening in technology now, it's like a mirror to what happens in here with the likes and dislikes. We're getting addicted to likes and dislikes of life. Let's go to examples. Let's say examples. And because when I say likes and dislikes, people might think there are big things that happen, big events that happen in your life. No, 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 small things, small things. Let's say, let's talk about the meditation, for example. So if we are meditating, the study shows that we use a lot this part of the brain. And in this part of the brain, there are a lot of good things happening. We feel gratitude. We feel the discharge of hormones that give us happiness, peace when we are meditating. A lot of people get addicted to that. So we don't know how to live something that is good for us and not say, I want more of that. I want that. I want to buy that. You know, or to see something that we dislike or someone that we dislike and say, nah, get so affected by it. We can't be like just neutral and simply look at something I dislike. It does not affect me. I'm equanimous. I'm at peace and at ease. That's okay if I don't like, or that's okay if I like. No. We suffer with both. Backed up by delusion and uncertainties creates chaos. And that's the reason why we have unwanted thoughts. Because we are feeding those thoughts. If it's something that we like, I want it, I like, I want it, I like. If it's something that I dislike, I aggravate that. I create more, even more, like I poison myself with what I don't like. And then, because we are not present, we are not seeing the reality, then our mind creates all the delusions. Delusions. We assume a lot of things. Don't you know people that they are already giving you, like, saying, oh, I'm sorry for saying this because I thought you would do that, and then before you do it, I am doing this already. Assuming. We are assuming a lot of things all the time. I'm assuming you're going to say this. I'm assuming you're going to do this. So that's delusion. If I am assuming, I am based on what? If it didn't happen, what? I'm basing my thoughts, my concept on the delusion, uncertainty. It didn't happen yet, but I am assuming it is going to happen. I know this is going to fall, so I need to make sure. I need to be aware, alert, fight or flight state, because I'm assuming something's going to happen. And then some people will say, oh, but we need to be careful. Come on, we're not talking about that. We are talking about a bunch of noise you have in your head that never will happen and never happens. Your worries and concerns. And I'm saying this based in science. It is very high, the percentage. Very, very high. More than 80, okay? That's something that you are worried about is going to happen. It's very high. So it's completely useless. How many people, they tell their stories that they practice so much for, I don't know, when they were giving birth, getting married, or very important situations in life. They said, I didn't do anything that I planned. Fernanda was doing a training. Remember, Fernanda, you told me she was doing a workshop here for speakers here in the house. And then she came with a beautiful paper, all signed with so many notes. But then she said, I didn't do any of this at the end. Yeah, because in our mind, we create all the noise and all the concerns and uncertainties and delusions, and it doesn't happen. Yes?
Cintia, how to distinguish from our minds being worried and project things and that will never happen, and when we're channeling messages or warnings from the spiritual realm?
Oh, I like this question. That's a very nice question. And it has everything to do with this talk. In order for us to separate that, we need to know our mind. That's very, very important questions. And it's very common if we are mediums. We deal with that. And that's the reason why there is no mediumship without meditation. Because with the meditation, you quiet your mind. You're not going to make your mind to stop, okay? If your mind stops, you die. There's no such a thing. Your mind is not going to stop when you are meditating. This is a delusion. This is a lie, okay? What happens when you are meditating, you are aware of your thoughts. More and more and more aware of your thoughts. And you can distinguish when it's you, when it's not you. Practice help too. But meditation, it's like giving you you want to be master of this? That's meditation. Because with meditation, you clearly know your mind and you quiet your mind. That's the only way. That's the only way. There is no other way. And that's what happened to us. We have our thoughts mixed with other people's thoughts, incarnates people that are alive, and discarnates people that are dead. And that's very common. I'm sure you have been to places that all of a sudden your humor, your mood changed like that, and you said, I want to go home, I don't feel good, I feel irritated, I feel something. I don't want to be here any longer. It is probably somebody else's feelings and thoughts that you just got for yourself, absorbed. Yeah, most likely. Because there is no reason. If we stop and say, what is the reason, we're going to be talking about that. That's my next slide question. But I'm going to give an example before we get there. If we stop to think, for example, one day, I was in San Francisco. I used to live in San Francisco. And someone passed by me. I realized that later on. So all of a sudden I was there in a bus stop. And I said, ooh, I feel like buying a Coca-Cola. I don't drink soda. I do not. But I felt like I wanted a Coca-Cola so bad. But then, because I've been studying this for so long, as I realized, I don't drink soda. Why do I want Coca-Cola? And I was thinking. I realized someone passed by me, behind me. So I knew. It's a simple fact. I do not drink soda. I do not. So if you train your brain not to drink soda, your brain doesn't know what is that, doesn't crave soda. It's simple as that. And if you train your brain to drink coffee or soda, your brain will crave coffee and soda. Simple as that. So it's a very important question. And this is something that we all suffer. Influences of the spirits, we all. Thank you for that. So the problem with the unwanted thoughts is that they can become serious. You know those thoughts that stick in your head and won't go away, that start giving you bad feelings, stomach ache, or, I don't know, headaches, anxiety, panic, and you do nothing. And this thing is growing and growing and growing, and you do absolutely nothing. You just suffer, quietly suffering. Gets irritated, and you're now fighting with everyone that you know, but you don't know why. And people don't want to be with you, and you don't know why. And then it might escalate to more serious problems. Mental health is a big issue today. Things escalate if we do nothing. They will get serious. Nowadays, people think, a lot of thinking and racing thoughts, it's normal. It's a disease. That's not normal. But people, they started to accept, they banalize those unwanted thoughts, and everybody has it. It's normal. It is not. That's a disease. And it can escalate and go to something worse if we do nothing about it. Okay, so, yes?
Would that be connected to like a type of insecurity?
Yes. That's what this study says. That these delusions and insecurities, they are feeding the thoughts and they're creating the chaos. That's what this study says. Yeah. Yes?
Well, why, with all the knowledge that we have in 2023, you know what I mean? Because the study showed meditation, thoughts, and things like that. I see the world and the media focus on the likes.
Right.
Giving the kids and all the, not only the kids, but the adults, of the illusion of what you should be or what the world needs, instead of kind of trying to push in a sense, like, how you as being as a person, is important. Why don't they focus on this instead of just kind of, the illusion?
Yeah, it is a simple question and a simple answer, and I'm sure you already know. And the spirits, they remind us all the time that this world, the level of evolution that we are closer to our animals' instincts more than we are to our spiritual wisdom. And that's the reason why. And those basic instincts, we just want like the money or the things that give us short-term pleasures in life, to be rich. They don't even know why they want that. And there are so many people, it's good that we have so many people that are super rich, they're super unhappy, not because I'm not happy that they are unhappy, not that they came up and they told their stories, you know, I have everything and I'm still unhappy. Like the story of Michael Jackson and so many others, Elvis Presley, Marilyn Monroe. There's people, they have everything you can imagine. Everything you can imagine, and they were not happy. And we are still perpetuating this story because those companies, they hire professionals like neuroscientists, psychologists, the people that are very, very smart to create games, to create platforms and apps to make people addicted to those likes and dislikes. But it is up to us to take care of our evolution. Yeah. So knowledge is out there. The bad knowledge, there is no bad or good, but let's use that word. The bad knowledge and the good knowledge is all out there. And it's a big time challenge for us, because now we have to decide. We have everything at the palm of our hands, and we have to decide. I know this is bad for me, but I'm still doing it. So it's a matter of awareness, of getting your information that you want one day. So what the spirits say, the spirits, they're more, I don't want to say advanced, more experienced than us. What they say, that one day, the things that we do that we don't like, and according to this, there are things that we like and dislike that we don't like. They are not good for us. We will get tired of them. Just like a child when they're 2 years old and they see a movie of a princess and they see 2,000 times. Now, when they are 6 years old, call them and say, oh, let's watch this princess movie. They go like, me, no, I don't like that. I don't want that. Because it's not satisfying anymore. The things that we do that is bad for us, they're still satisfying our ego, our mind. And it's up to us to change this. It's up to us, nobody else. It's up to us. Okay, so what do we do if our thoughts are this catalyst for self-perpetuating cycles and we are doing nothing about it? We are worried about things. One thing never happened, never will happen, but I'm worried, and I'm feeding that word. Yes, and this happened. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say, never is going to happen. Nothing is gonna happen. No. But if, and this, but if this happened, and if that happened, nothing happens. If it happens, you have to do something. You have to trust in yourself, in reality, based on what is here and now. You are never gonna do something about an accident that you were worried about that will happen before it will happen. What you gonna do? It's something that you are projecting in the future. What you gonna do? No, you don't know what you're gonna do. You will know when you were there if the accident happened, because it happens. statistics shows, if you are having a car, if you are driving, it could happen. It's part of our lives. There are people that say, I will never fly an airplane because I'm afraid I'll die. And there are cases that the planes, they fall on top of them and they die. So don't we know all that already? So the more we touch on these topics, the more we absorb. That's why we repeat. We are like child people. The spirits, they say we are like child. So we need to hear over and over and over and over again the same message. So one day we will do click. I like this metaphor. Imagine a bucket that is filled with water. If you put a pebble in that, if you want to remove the water from that bucket, just throwing pebbles. If you throw one pebble, nothing will happen. And you keep throwing pebbles, keep throwing, keep throwing. And when it's full of pebbles, you're going to have just a little bit of water in there. It's just like that. There will, one day this message will do click. And you say, you know what? I don't want to watch this princess movie anymore. It does not satisfy me anymore. I want to see something else. I don't like this type of conversation anymore. This toxic relationship anymore. This toxic job anymore. I want something else. I'm not afraid of losing my friends, right? I'm not afraid of losing my job or whatever. Nothing belongs to us. It's an illusion. Don't die tonight, okay? But we might be dead by tomorrow. Out of this body, what you gonna do? You can do nothing about it. And if we don't take care of our thoughts, we are killing ourselves before the hour, before the time that we're supposed to get out of this body. And if we take care of our thoughts, even at the moment of the death, we will be conscious. We will be watching the death coming. Oh, I'm disconnecting. Look, I'm disconnecting from this body. Oh, I'm disconnected. And you get out of this body, you continue conscious, knowing what's going on. But so far, we choose to be unconscious, sleeping. Okay, so what do we do? Because I need to finish this. So look for evidence to the contrary. Like, for instance, if your mind say, you're not good enough, you say, how come? Let me see if this is true. Let me see if this is true. You can't do this. You can't overcome this challenge or this problem. Let me think. In my life, I had a problem one day, and I fixed it. I solved it. Challenge your thoughts. If your thoughts are saying, you can't do a diet. You can't keep it. Nah. You can't.
Reverse psychology. When your parents say don't do something, you can't do it because they say don't do it.
Right. That's good too. So, you're not going to the gym. You can't. Challenge your thoughts. Challenge your beliefs. Oh, you can't do that. You can't learn. We hear a lot of people, oh, no, I can't learn this. As people, after 1992, where the neuroscientists proven to us that the brain of a person of 20 years old and another one of 90-something years old can learn exactly the same way, because when we are learning something, our brain produces neurons, whatever we need to learn. We don't have that excuse anymore. Oh, I can't learn. Yes, you can. Of course you can. There's a story of a neuroscientist. His father got a stroke and lost the ability to walk and everything. And he was a neuroscientist. So he got his father to his home, and he knew that the brain can learn and has its plasticity, it changes. And then he put his father on the floor to start walking again, just like a child, everything. And he tells the story of his father. His father learned everything all over again, to walk, to talk, and everything. And with the knowledge that we have these days, I mean, we have no excuses whatsoever. Yes?
My husband, he had a stroke in 2001, and he lost the right eye. He had to learn how to drive it. And 20 years later, he's still driving.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Scan your mind. It's something that you can do, you know. And you can have like, this morning, I start my day, 1 hour meditation every single day. You set the tone of your day. You set the tone of your mind. And your brain learn. And with meditation, and there are many types of meditation. I'm not saying that you're going to sit down for an hour if you don't want, but it's really, really good for you. But you shut up this chatter box you have. It's proven by science. Forever. You stop it forever. Forever. Now you cannot unhear what I'm saying. You can stop it forever if you want. You don't have to have this committee, this whole audience in your mind talking, saying this and that. You know, you're going to lose it. You're going to this, you're going to that. You didn't have time. You go to bed. It was not enough time. And you get up. Oh, my gosh, I have so many things to do. You can stop that. You don't have to have that in your mind. So to finish, I'm going to tell you this. Do you know the story, the Zen master, the boy and the horse? Okay. Oh, I love this picture. So in this village, a little boy is giving a gift of a horse. And then the villagers all said, "Oh, that's wonderful. He got a horse, this little boy. What a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, this is marvelous." And then the Zen master said, "We will see." And then 2 years later, the boy fell from the horse and broke his leg. And the villagers said, "Oh my gosh, this horse is cursed. This is horrible. This is horrific." And then the Zen master said, "We will see." And then 2 years later, after that, the country went to a war. And then because the boy had his leg messed up, he couldn't go to the war. And then the villager said, "Oh, so lucky. This is wonderful, right?" And the Zen master said, "We will see." You cannot have a pure heart if you don't have a pure mind. And we need to start, we need to do something to clear our mind. It is possible. It's not a gift that belongs to the yogis, the Zen masters. This is something that it's absolutely free. Only depend on us to stop the pattern of unwanted thoughts. It's up to us. And to remind you that we have meditation for free here in the house, the best quality meditation every Tuesday. But if you cannot come, you can do it at your house. Look for it on YouTube. There are thousands and thousands of different kinds of meditation. And we can also give it to you some ideas. Patricia and I, we can tell you what to do, what the apps you can download if you want to start. And you can start slowly, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 minutes, whatever. But take care of yourself, take care of your heart by starting, and it's starting with your mind. Thank you so much. You want me? I close? You want to close, Patricia? No, okay. Okay, I'll close it. Let's get the announcements real quick for us. And we're going to have here, we are planning to have 2 to 3 weekends of silence and meditation here, Saturday and Sunday this year, because we love it, first of all, and we want to share this with everybody. And very limited seats, so stay tuned if you wanted to participate. So through the WhatsApp, we have a WhatsApp in Portuguese and English, we announce our events. So if you want to, and you are not on the WhatsApp, I invite you to point your camera to that and you go